Welcome back to the channel. I'm Teph,
And I'm Saidar.
and we are the Punk Rock Parents.
That's right.
So what are we doing today?
We're going to talk about our biases in K-pop.
And today we're going to limit it to the bands that we know all the members' names with.
Yes, with two little small mentions that are extra because I don't know the names.
So let's get started. Let's just go with the big one, the elephant in the room, Blackpink.
Blackpink. Yes. Well, who is your bias in Blackpink?
I gotta go with Jisoo. Jisoo's my girl.
I gotta say that ever since Jisoo put out her solo song Flowers, it would just, we never even chose it on our playlist on YouTube Music, and it just popped up once, and it just would find its way into our autoplay constantly. And so that's how she pretty much became your girl. I'd be like, your girl's on again. So it was like you just willed it to be there.
I would drop everything, go sit down, watch the video. Then like, all right, we get back to work. And when I played at work, friends or workmates would come over like, you listen to those Asian girls again? I'm like, it's Jisoo. Get it right.
That's true. That's true. So my favorite bias is Jennie. And it's, I don't know, in the very beginning, I think it really was that red hat.
Yeah.
She had that red hat and I just loved it. I was like, I like how she dresses. And then I started to take notice of the fact that, number one, she's a really good rapper. She's a very good rapper.
She's got a strong voice.
She has an extremely strong voice. She definitely has that deeper sound to her voice. It has more energy, more power behind it, I think. And then I just overall, I personally, I like her personality or her attitude or whatever. I like that.
Now keep in mind, the very first K-pop song, excluding Gundam Style.
Yeah, minus that.
Because everybody knows Gundam Style, but the very first K-pop song we ever really sat down and watched the video of was Blackpink.
It was Pink Venom.
It was Pink Venom when that first came out.
We were actually searching for things that were hot, and something came up that said Blackpink, and I said, isn't that a makeup product? I was like, I honestly thought it was like a makeup line or a clothing line. All this time I had ignored it when it would be, come up in search engines and stuff because I didn't think it was a band. I thought it was some kind of product. And so I ignored
wasn't sure
it.
Either.
So when it came up in our search for what's hot in music and it was like Blackpink, Pink Venom, I was like, ooh, that sounds cool. Let's check that out.
And we'd already been exploring foreign bands. Like we've been listening to The Who from Mongolia.
HU.
Yeah, yes, HU, The Who, with like Wolf Totem. Mm-hmm. Great song. You should check it out.
Baby Metal.
Baby Metal, of course,
Absolutely.
And Baby Beard, and Hannah B.A., and Otoboke Beaver, whole bunch of Japanese bands.
Yes, we had already been into Japanese rock. I guess it's more rock. It's not really pop, but yeah. Because, we are punk rock parents, so we're more on the rock style. So we were naturally into the Japanese rock, and we loved that. But yeah, then we heard Pink Venom, and it's a pretty rockin' song for a K-pop song. And it just
first is like almost like a train wreck. You're like, what?
Yeah,
I was not expecting what I was getting ready to see. I was like, whoa, this is outstanding. I love it.
I do remember the first time we watched it, we just kind of stared. We just sat there and stared at it like, whoa, what is going on? Like they were dressed so vividly, and their clothing, that's what I'm saying, their clothing was so amazing, really good outfits. And it was girls rapping and also singing, and it was just that overall sound that it's a special sound to it, and just I don't know, it was just amazing.
And I love that they put Rambo in every song.
It's really only two.
Rambo.
I think it's really only two, but still, in the beginning, to us, it seemed like it was in every song. We were like, did she say Rambo in like more than one song?
And Lisa's awesome too, and so is Rose. I mean,
I
love them all,
amazing.
But
Jisoo's
my girl.
Amazing, and this is about biases. So it's not that we don't like the other members. We just have a bias specifically, and they're usually not the same bias.
Nope.
Usually not.
All right, so that's Blackpink. Who should we go to next? IVE. Yeah, you probably was like, you guys, IVE? Really? Yeah, especially you, Teph. Really? Yes. And I know all their names. And I can even tell them by their voices. So
that is true. That is true. And we probably know. I don't say we know every song by them. We definitely don't, because there's some albums that may have came out before we got into them. Because I think our first song we ever heard by them was "I Am."
Yeah.
So that'd be the album that we're most familiar with. But we definitely know songs from albums prior to that, like After Like, 11, stuff like that. So we know some older stuff. But so, who is your bias of IVE?
Pinky. Otherwise known as Ray. If I'm saying that right.
Right. Yes, Ray. I believe it's Ray. R-E-I seems like it would be Ray.
She always has that look on her face of as if, kind of.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you can always pick her out when she's doing her thing in the songs, and I don't know.
She's a very strong member. I mean, they're all amazing. Again, like I don't have a negative thing to say about any member of IVE. They're all super amazing and have their specific things that they do that makes the band.
My number 2, and I can't pronounce her name correctly, would be Gail.
I think it's pronounced Gail.
I called her Mama since she's the oldest. I couldn't pronounce her name right. So.
When we first started watching, when we saw I Am, she just had an energy about her that seemed like she was the mama of the group. And so we just started calling her Mama because we didn't know their names yet. And she just seemed like the mother, the person who would be who everyone comes to, And maybe we're right. I don't know. So, who's my favorite? Do you know?
Yes.
My favorite is One Young. That's my favorite. We used to call her Baby Doll because she looks like a porcelain doll, and that was our first name for her, our nickname before we knew her name.
I like Dimples too.
Oh, Dimples is amazing. Oh, sorry, that's Liz. Back to my bias, One Young.
Okay.
She is my favorite because she just has, I can pick her voice out in almost any song. I'm not going to, say that every song I can, but usually when I hear her voice, I know it. And she just, I don't know, I just think she's very sweet. She has a really nice, innocent energy, but she's also very, very aware of how to work with a camera. She knows how to sing to the camera, and she makes some amazing faces too. That's been probably one of my favorite things. Is like in I Am in the very, very beginning, when she's crouched down in the middle and they're standing up, and or maybe she's standing and then she goes down during the moves, but she makes that face right there in that part. It's amazing. And I just love her. I think she's just a doll. That's why I called her Baby Doll.
So real quickly, we'll go over our favorite band, Stray Kids, but we have made an entire episode just talking about them.
Yeah.
So we'll just quickly go over Stray Kids. So what's your bias, Stray Kids?
I'll have to give my first one, which was Hyunjin. And this was before we even knew them. I just liked the fact that he made a lot of amazing faces during the videos. He's an amazing dancer. And I just always maybe it's because they put him in the center, but I would always be drawn to him, like in Backdoor. I would be drawn to him. He also had pink hair. Yeah. And that was a big
Backdoor's
sell.
Awesome video, though, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's how it started. Was I was just always drawn to him in the video because he was centered and he dances amazing. And I like the fact that he uses his voice in very unique ways. Like a lot of times he does these falsettos that are different. They're like off key or something. They're just really cool and different. You know what I mean? Like it's like in La 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 La. He does the high La 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 La, whereas Felix does the low part. So who's your bias?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
I can make an argument for all of them. So
right.
All of them.
But I do say
in my heart.
In the beginning, you seemed like you liked Chan.
Papa Bear.
Yeah, Papa Bear. Chan. I think it's Chan. Yeah, Bang Chan.
All right, so that's Stray Kids.
That's Stray Kids.
Now, here's the other surprise for all you listeners. New Jeans.
New Jeans. We found New Jeans at the very beginning.
When Ditto first came out?
Yep, when they had just, I guess, debuted pretty much. There might be a song or two we don't know by them. Maybe now, because there's some newer ones or whatever.
Oh gosh, their new one,
Gods.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that one is amazing. It's so different than anything else they've ever done.
It shows their pipes.
It does. It shows off how talented. That's one of the things I would say about their music is it's amazing. It's cute. It has its own special style, but it doesn't really showcase how strong of voices they have. I had to go off and watch videos of them doing covers of other people, where they would really use their pipes, and you'd see, wow, they're really super talented, all of them. And we had a hard time in the beginning telling, is it Hurin and Hyen apart?
Yeah.
And for you.
Well, in the very beginning, who I thought was Minji wasn't Minji. It was actually Hani. So I called Hani not Minji.
Yeah, because you would say your favorite was Minji, and then when we finally found out their names, I was like, that's not Minji. That's Hani. And we were like, oh, okay, well then my favorite is not Minji. So
Which
yes.
Minji is awesome, but
she is awesome. She's
Hani
amazing.
has this happy presence about her.
She does.
She has this radiating smile of joy that's just coming out of her at all times through her pores. And so, yeah, how can you not like Hani?
I would have to agree. I may have had a bias in the beginning, but I'm going to have to say that at this point in time, my bias would be Hani. Because, and this is one place where we actually agree, she just has an energy about her that is always happy, always ready to serve, always there for everybody else in the band. And maybe that's how they feel about her too.
If you're in a bad mood, you watch a video of her in it.
Yes.
You see that smile, and you're like, okay, I can move on.
The other day I watched, it's just a video of her. I'm not even sure if she meant for it to ever be a posted video she put at the time, but it was like like one of their little practice videos or whatever. And she's just on camera and she's just sitting there kind of singing along to other songs, like other artists' songs. And she's just kind of casually doing her thing and singing along. And I was like, wow, she sounds amazing. She has such a good voice that she could pretty much sing anything. I'm sure most of the girls are like that.
So let's stay with the girl power, especially talking about girl power.
Yeah.
(G)I-DLE. The first time we saw Tomboy, I was like, oh my goodness, they're kind of going away from the norm of what we've been watching in K-pop.
That Tomboy itself, that video itself, definitely like the way they're portray themselves, the clothing, just the overall video had such a punk rock kind of feel to it for us that it was a perfect first song for us by them. It was amazing. I remember we put it off for a while. We were like, okay, we'll get to it. And then when you finally said, oh, you got to see this, and we finally watched it, I remember thinking, man, we should have watched this like months ago.
We had it on our list and never got around to it.
It was so good, and we were just like, okay, let's see what else they have.
So who's your bias with (G)I-DLE? I know it's tough.
That is tough.
I mean, Soyeon is just such a presence.
She is amazing.
Such a guiding thing, but
her rapping
you're
so
second
good.
In my book.
Her voice is so cool for that.
But who's your bias?
Minnie. It's always been Minnie. So.
Yeah, and mine is, hopefully I'm saying it right, Oogie.
Yes, Oogie.
Especially in the song where they're aliens and
I do.
And she's getting ready to eat the fish.
Yes.
The look on her face, licking her lips, reaching in there, and try to eat the hamburger. I mean, that's not. She's my bias before that video. True. I chuckle every time I see that.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a song by them that I've heard that I haven't liked, and we know quite a few of their songs, believe it or not. So, yeah, I really do enjoy them. They're always
every song's a banger.
Different. It's always different, and some of them are really like what is that one called? Oh My God, maybe? Is it called Oh My God? That one really shows off their voice as well. Even some of their older ones, like the Last Dance.
Yeah,
that's a fun song. I really enjoy that. I like them all though. I love especially how they like to have bits of another song in the song as a teaser for you. Like how Allergy and Queen Card
and vice versa.
Yeah. I've heard that the protector in that band is actually Shua. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I've heard that too. I wouldn't want to mess with her. She looks like she'd take care of business.
Exactly. I've heard that she's the one that sticks up for everybody and, like will yell at someone if they're being mean to one of the members or something.
Too many haters out there.
There are a lot of haters, especially in the K-pop industry. There seems to be so many people that want to find the negative to say about the music or the members. And okay, you can critique the music and you have every right to do that, but I think attacking the members individually, especially over their creativeness, their creative artistic stuff, that's just improper in my opinion. It's like asking an author to change their book.
Yeah.
It's not your book. You don't get to change it. So if they have a certain artistic style in their music, you should respect that. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Just don't listen to it.
So what other bands are out there? I think that's all that I know all the members of.
Well, there's a lot that we like, but we just don't know all their names. Like, we like BTS. And
we got into them late. They have such a huge discography that it was kind of daunting in the beginning.
It was, but
Yeah.
we've
They
gained
still like a good 7 of their songs in our
yeah, there's
playlist. I'm
still
like,
quite
come
a
on,
few
mic
in
drop.
there. My favorite, and this is an honorable mention because we don't know all their names, but my favorite in that band is RM. He's my favorite. I don't know how to pronounce his full name, so I won't say that out. But RM, he's my favorite. I just like the face he makes in the mic drop when he's doing the t-shirt thing. You know, I loved him from that point forward. I was like, dude, I love this guy.
Then there's great. Twice, which
there's
has twice as many members, so it's twice as long to learn all their names.
My favorite is, I think her name is Jeongyeon. Jeongyeon, I think is how you say her name. She's my favorite. She's been my favorite from the beginning. I just love her. In the old stuff and the new stuff, she's my favorite. But
I don't know any of their names except for
Chaeyoung is the little rapper that's in Fancy that has the blonde hair.
Fancy.
Oh. Ooh. I love it. Love her. She's just adorable. She's so cute. But they all are. There's so many of them, and they're so good too. But I just don't know a lot of their names.
But we don't know any of the names of people in Stacy.
I don't know their names.
They're just adorable.
They are super adorable. I love them. I can't say that I necessarily have a. Well, okay, that would be a lie.
You just don't know her name.
Her name is Jay.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, that's what she, at least that's what she goes by, is Jay. She's the one with she has a deeper voice, and I really like her. She does this.
Yeah, and Hyphen?
I can say who my favorite is in Hyphen. You probably don't know most of their names.
I don't know any of their names.
And Hyphen is a band that I found maybe just a few months ago, and I absolutely adore them. I love how their music is. Well, first of all, they have their whole like kind of vampire werewolf theme. That's really cool in the first place, and they all pull that off really well. It's believable for me. And I like how their music is always kind of smooth, and it's like an R&B type thing going on in K-pop. They do have some more K-poppy sounding stuff, but it's mostly this really smooth, cool music, and I love it. Especially like Dark Blood, I think it was the album name. But my favorite is, I think it's Nikki. I don't know.
The tall one.
Yeah. Well, he's tall now. He was shorter, but he's growing so much and so fast, and now he's getting to be taller than most of them. But it's Ni-Ki, so I think it's Nikki is how it would be pronounced properly. He's my favorite. I don't really have a reason. I just think he's cool. They're all great, though. Yeah. They're all amazing, and I love their music and their videos.
So if there's any bands we haven't mentioned that we should check out that we just haven't found yet, please let us know in the comment section below. We're always looking for some new bangers.
Yes. Absolutely.
So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel.
Yes, absolutely. And until next time.